Go, Cubs, go. Go, Cubs, go. Hey, the Disness, what do you say? We're talking about the Bears and I today. Thank you for joining us here on the Disness. My name is Jordan Bass, your host of this here Disney retrospective podcast, a drunk Disney retrospective podcast. Yes, we are drinking a pretty strong cocktail today, so stay tuned. Here in a little bit, I'll let y'all know what's in that. But I am joined by my co-hosts as we are talking about the Bears and I this week. First up, we got Bear Down, Smalltown, Dalton, Endicott.
Bear Down. Is that a fucking team thing?
It's like, I think Chicago Bears, right?
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. I've heard that before.
Smalltown's definitely Patch.
Okay, you're Patch, and you have to be Rusty.
I'm Rusty, obviously.
Oh, I'm
You're
100% Scratch.
That's why he's Patch, is because you have to be Scratch.
I'm an itchy motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's always asking for scratches, bro.
Kaylee says it's because I take hot showers. Hot damn hot
He doesn't
water
use
hot
lotion.
shower.
Dries your skin out.
This is true.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks,
Fact.
Papa Town.
Okay, my whole thing is like I know that, but like hot
No, I
showers
know.
are the best.
Yeah. Well, I gotta take a cold shower.
Yeah, right.
Although our new shower does not get or stay super hot, which is unfortunate.
yeah, we're in a new spot.
We've moved.
Yes.
No more apartment for J and K.
Yeah, as a lot of you, or maybe not a lot of you, as those of you that have been listening for a while know, obviously we went through the apartment fire a little over a year ago, and feels good to be out of that.
Yeah.
Because just waking, like there was one night, or it was actually like early morning, like the sun was starting to rise, where we woke up and it was storming, and so all I could see from the outside was like orange and loud noises.
And it was like super crazy windy, and like the wind going through all of our buildings made crazy sounds. And so that's what woke him up. Shot out of the bed, ran to the window. Jordan saw it was orange outside, and he was like, "Oh my God, babe, what's happening?" And oh my God, I think I started crying.
Yeah,
because I was just immediately panicking.
We were both emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no
Never
more
wanna
of
go
that for now.
But
We're
feels
not at
good
the
to
mercy
be
of
out
20
that.
people anymore.
We got a good little spot here. We're staying with Keegan. If you've heard the Airbud episode,
Yeah, shout out Key.
shout out Kiki. But also joining us, she's very great. It's Kaylee Foot.
That was okay.
Okay, I was trying. I did my best to get a bear pun in there.
I would have liked Berry Special.
I was thinking about. Okay, yeah, maybe I should have done that.
So let's just redo it again. You can edit out that and then.
No, I'm gonna
Call
keep
me
that
very
in, but
special.
we're gonna go. We're gonna
I think
run
we
it
need to
back.
keep all of this in.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, 100%.
Good.
Yeah, I'm actually from now on. I'm never editing anything out of the podcast.
Oh my God! Not after we just got complimented for how fluid and well a podcast.
No, and I
is
will
to listen
say,
to.
I don't do super heavy editing. It's just if we get off on a really long side tangent or
Yeah.
something like that.
We be
and-
yapping.
Yeah, when we're getting better, and we're getting better.
We are
But
because I'm not afraid to cut y'all motherfuckers off anymore.
no, and I have had to do significantly less editing as time has gone on.
Less
So
chopping.
we do have a pretty fluid little show going on here. Yeah, but also joining us, she's very special. It's Kaylee Foot.
And then should we yell into the microphones to mark that you need to cut that out?
Yeah, Smalltown, give us a mark that right there.
We're not fucking cutting anything out.
Oh.
We're keeping that entire thing in.
Oh,
where
great.
she asked to be called Berry Special.
No, because that ruins the
No,
specialness.
I know. This is an authentic podcast.
It is.
That's
Can't you just
crazy.
accept being great? You just have to be special.
Yeah,
You're
I know my worth.
you're
Thanks.
very ungrateful.
Ooh, you got me. Tiny town.
All right.
If you haven't seen the film this week, I recommend
And
going
you
to
haven't.
watch it. It's on Disney Plus. It's one of those ones that I found while just perusing the app and was like, this sounds random.
Mm-hmm.
And I clicked on it. I was just like, I think I was just scrolling through to add stuff to my watch list. So I had this added to my watch list for quite some time.
Oh,
now.
wow.
I was like, might as well talk about it. It's been a little while since we're going to be doing a lot of bangers coming up. We're building up to the 100th episode here soon. So we're going to be doing a lot of awesome, fun, good movies. So, I had to drag it down a little bit and make Smalltown watch a not so good one.
Oh, yeah.
And I've said in the past, and this still rings true, my favorite episodes, more often than not, tend to be the ones where I force Smalltown to watch something he would never watch.
Yeah, because he's funny, and it's funny laughing at his pain and misery.
It is, haha, Smalltown, you're in pain. I'd be like hitting Smalltown like with like heavy objects sometimes just so I can laugh at him being in pain.
Dude, you sent me this movie. I was oh fuck.
I liked your response though.
Dude, the fucking synopsis of it was hilarious.
It was.
Guy searching for peace and quiet stumbles upon 3 bear cubs. Nice.
Okay, cool.
Kind of jealous.
And that's just like barely the half of it.
Barely the half.
I didn't even mean to do that. No pun intended. We're drinking what I'm calling Patches Old Fashioned this week. I feel like that rolls out the tongue a little bit.
Yeah, I like that.
And Smalltown, I will still have you try it.
Yeah, I'll try it
because I know you do like a good old fashioned, so you might even enjoy this. So this is Jim Beam honey, simple syrup, orange bitters, a pinch of sugar, and then we got a fresh orange slice on it. And what orange slice is that again? Because it's not like a navel orange. Like,
it was a navel orange.
It was okay. What's the classic
army orange?
What's the it's an army orange. What's like the classic orange called? Like just an orange.
I think it's a navel orange.
That's what I thought.
I
but
thought
that's what we
so
bought.
too, but that doesn't look like a normal orange on the inside.
It looks like an annoying orange.
It's probably like overripe.
Okay. Yeah.
If I had to guess.
Because it looks almost grapefruit.
I bet it's fucking super. Did you take it? You taste it?
I haven't tasted it yet.
I bet it's like super fucking juicy with it being like that dark.
Yeah. I squeezed mine into my drink and a lot of juice came out of that mug.
Yeah. And I also had squeezed some in there already too.
Oh, okay,
so
cool.
I pre-squeezed.
You could have used our new juicer thing.
We got a juice. Oh, you're damn right. We got a fucking juicer.
You could have gotten so much juice.
God damn it, Smalltown. Smalltown had the most confused look of it. What'd you think?
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I know I typically do a bad job with the bitters. Did I do a better job this time? Kaylee's not feeling it.
It's just whiskey.
I barely tasted any whiskey.
Okay. What did you like?
Okay,
did you think...
and what's your drink of choice, Smalltown?
What do you mean?
When you're going out to like a bar and it's not beer.
Well, if I'm not drinking Busch Light, I'm probably just gonna get Jack Daniels on the rocks.
What's that?
Jack Daniels on the
What's
rocks.
Jack Daniels?
Whiskey.
Oh yeah, so you drink whiskey all the time, so you don't taste it as much as a person who rarely drinks it.
Well, it's honey. It's honey whiskey.
I also barely taste any whiskey too.
Maybe taste hers. Maybe hers is stronger than yours.
That tastes so. I think I intentionally put more simple syrup and orange in hers.
And
maybe you've switched them.
No, that's still good.
I absolutely do taste
almost
the simple syrup and the bitters and everything. And
that
the simple syrup does a really, really good job of like cutting it.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think it's just the mental game because I can taste whiskey. And
I get
my face is immediately just like,
I'm definitely getting it. Like, it's not like there's no whiskey involved.
It's a lot better after I squeeze the orange. Like, I probably couldn't drink this drink.
I like that. I could probably slam several of those. And I'm going to actually slam 2 of them because I don't know if Kaylee's going to finish that. Kaylee's got her Monaco.
I got my Monaco.
Rocking the Citrus Rush tonight. Is that your favorite? I feel like that's the one I see you drink the most often.
The black raspberry one is my favorite.
You do like that one. That's like the more kind of reddish pinkish can.
Yes.
Yeah. It kind of has like the ombre effect on it, no?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the... Well, no. But no, I think you maybe are thinking of the Knockout Punch.
Okay.
Because that's another one that I drink.
Smalltown's sworn off Monacos as we discussed before the show.
Totally out.
And we also were dissing on Cutwaters. Fuck a Cutwater.
I just love rubbing in these faces.
You just love rubbing alcohol.
How old these two are. Because I'm several years younger than both of them. Several is a stretch.
Young, so you drink shitty alcohol.
Yeah, so I can tolerate it. Y'all are weak and get hangovers.
You talk about tolerate.
Sucks to suck.
I will outdrink the shit out of you.
Oh, probably. And will you be able to get up the next day? No. Will I be able to get up like
I do have to get up every time I get fucked up.
You
I have to get up the
but
next
do
day.
you want to?
Fuck no.
I don't get hangovers yet.
But for me,
so I like these drinks a lot.
I never like. Okay, Monaco's way better than what I'm about to say. So this is not a comparison. But what you just said a second ago about being able to handle the shittier stuff or whatever. I was never cool with drinking Four Locos or UV Blue or any of that.
Oh no, I had my
I would
UV
rather
Blue.
have just had cheap beer.
I had my one UV Blue night Could never do it again.
Had
No,
lots
I've
of
drank
UV
a
blue.
Four Loko maybe twice.
Yeah, I haven't really drank
I
those
didn't
very
finish
much.
a Four Loko ever.
I did. Last time I drank one, we had like a drink roulette where everybody brings a separate like 24-ounce drink.
Well, that's kind of fun.
The paper sack, and you set them down. You have to like spin a bottle.
That is kind of fun.
I brought the Four Loko, spun the bottle, landed the Four Loko. I had to drink the Four Loko.
Oh, fuck.
Aw, damn. You were
I
doing
threw
that
up.
to like try to make someone
You
else.
threw up?
I puked, yeah. I don't think it was the only thing I was drinking that night, but I threw up. Yeah.
Yaktown.
What's the percentage on a Four Loko?
A lot. I don't know. They're not as crazy as I know they were like when Four Locos first came out. But like you get fucked up. You know Nibie. I watched Nibie shotgun one.
Whoa.
Damn.
That's crazy.
I fully believe that, knowing Nivey too, that he would do that
On a pontoon boat.
on a pond. That's even more Nivey.
Yeah.
That's a pontoon.
Is that from something?
Yeah.
What is it?
Is
this a country song?
Yeah.
It's the motorboating. Out there in the open, motorboating.
I don't know if I know this, and I'm like
What?
shocked.
It's an awful song.
Okay, it
It's
sounds
not a
pretty
good
bad.
song, but it's a great
Who
song
is
when
it?
you're
Do we
on the
know?
water.
I kept wanting to say Lady Antebellum, but it's not Lady Antebellum.
I kind
Okay.
of wanted to say, no, actually, I think I'm really
But a
wrong.
more-
I was going to say Carrie Underwood.
A
but
more
I think that's
recent
super-
Sugarland.
No.
Ah.
It is a group, though. I don't think it's just one person. I think it's a group.
My mom listened to Sugarland like fucking crazy.
Oh, really?
I actually really like that one song. I can't remember which one it is. Fuck. I think it's the All I Wanna Do. But there's one song in it. I can't remember if it's that one or not, but I feel like it is, but I could be wrong. They have a music video that's hilarious where it's like a love song like that, but she's kidnapped a guy. And
Oh,
she's like
that's
singing
funny.
it to him while she has him tied up in her garage or some shit. And it's actually pretty funny.
Little Big Town.
Little Big Town.
Little Big Town.
It's called Pontoon.
Kind of stealing my swag.
Yeah, facts.
Little Big
Yo.
Yeah, what-
Don't
y'all
worry. That's
y'all
not
want to go to
as-
the Little Big Town concert?
That's not as flowy as Smalltown.
No, it's not. Little Big Town sounds made up.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Let's get right into it as we're talking about The Bears and I. This is the section of the show where we would normally discuss our relationship with the film. I'm going to guess none of us have one, though.
No.
Wild guess.
No, but I like bears.
I didn't. That was another pun I didn't mean for.
Bears are
Wild guess.
Yeah.
Nah.
Does
Okay,
does it tell you where this was filmed at?
Yes, I have
Cool.
information on that. It's British Columbia. I guess I'll just say
Oh,
that
it is
now.
BC. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It felt very like I was in Montana.
Yeah.
Montana.
Wilderness
Yeah.
man over here.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
So-
It looked like in Montana.
Right.
I assume they're probably pretty close.
You assume?
I think so.
Oh,
You
look
know
at
that
Matt.
makes an ass
I
out of
think-
you and me.
Right. You're included in that.
Yeah. So it's fine.
Well, since we don't have any relationship with this film, let's get into our next segment here on the Disness. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
Kaylee time.
All right, kiddos. Let's talk about The Bears and I. This movie was released on a Wednesday. Shout out midweek lovers out there.
They did a lot
Hump
of Wednesday
day.
releases back then. Let's talk about Bears and I.
July 31st, the last day of 1974. This movie's older than my mom. This-
July 31st? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
You said the last day of 1974.
No, the last day of July.
Oh, okay. I heard the last day. And I was
All
like,
I said
oh,
was the
months?
last day. You're
No,
right.
back in my day, years were only
ended in
7 months.
July. This movie is 89 minutes long. A quick breeze for a movie, especially these days. Oh, my keyboard turned off. President?
Nixon.
Correct.
Ooh, good guess.
The number one movie is a movie that you guys aren't going to get because you were not alive in 1974. It's called For Pete's Sake
Never heard of it.
with Barbara Streisand. And then the number one song is, funny enough, by an artist we will be mentioning again for this
Oh,
movie.
John
yeah.
Denver.
Yep.
Yes, good job.
Good job, Small
What's the
Town.
song?
Country roads.
No.
Oh.
I think I know what it is, so I don't want to say it because I'm pretty sure I found it from my research.
Well, you can say it.
Annie's song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job. I listened to that song to double check it was the one I was thinking of, and first it was. And I downloaded it to my music because, damn, that's a bomb-ass song. He just...
It is a
He's
great
good.
song. I love me some John
Denver. Is amazing. Flapjack, what you doing, boo?
Smalltown, look to your...
Okay.
Is that your right? Down?
Over your elbow, though?
Look at Todd is just staring Smalltown down right now. You can go find that on our Instagram page at Disness Podcast.
Oh, and I got a little Flappy next to me now.
Hi, Flapjack.
Also, I'm getting over the flu, so if you ever hear me coughing in the background of any of this, I'm sorry, I can't help it. Popular things in 1974 include MASH, one of Jordan's favorites.
Excellent show.
The Brady Bunch, ABBA, Disco, Velvet, Flannels, as we saw in this movie, Pong.
Yep.
What y'all know about Pong? Watergate actually happened this month.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So we're right on the cusp of it being the end of Nixon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's about to be impeached.
Tricky dick.
Damn. So I was kind of lucky with that one then, because.
Yeah. Okay. And then Ted Bundy is currently on the prowl. I believe he just killed his 8th victim. Vietnam was nearing its end. The United States had just withdrawn.
So that's why there was a Vietnam... this was one of the first major presences. Granted, they never said specifically Vietnam, but this is one of the first major presences of men coming home from war from Nam.
And there were multiple people in this cast that actually did fight in Vietnam.
I believe it. Didn't your grandpa?
Yeah. My grandpa went to Germany. Yours did too?
Big booty grandpa?
No. My dad's dead.
Okay, gotcha.
And then lastly, color TV was finally becoming a normal thing. So that's pretty lit. So I couldn't find a budget, but they probably spent at least $12 on training for the Bears.
Yeah, at least $12 is probably a fair assumption.
Yeah, that's what I would, in the 70s, The box office for this movie is anywhere from $273,000, according to IMDb, to $4 million from Wikipedia.
Wildly different amount.
But that also includes rentals.
Okay, that's not box office.
Yeah, hell of a discrepancy.
Yeah. Well, older movies in box office gets the line is a little bit blurred, I would say.
Bro, there's no way they've made that much money off of DVD, VHS, and video rentals for this fucking movie. There's no way.
Maybe it was a big deal.
Bitches love bears.
If it was that big of a deal, this research wouldn't have been so damn difficult.
Yeah, you're not wrong, though. The ratings and reviews. No critic score from Rotten Tomatoes, but the audience gave it a 36%.
Oof, fair.
IMDb gives it 6.2 out of 10.
Okay.
And Letterboxd gave it 3.1 out of 5 stars.
Oh, fuck Letterboxd.
Fucking Letterboxd, stay the most consistent.
Yeah, because every score's the same.
Real.
That's not true.
Dude, it's literally from 3.1 to 3.4. That's every single movie. No matter how good the fucking movie is. I have watched movies and looked on Letterboxd, and it's there'll be a movie 2.6, and I'll watch it, and it was so much better than this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3.1. It's because 4 people fucking rated it.
No, it had almost 200 reviews on it.
About to have another one because I'll add mine to the list.
My favorite quote from Letterboxd, this is so funny. Kippo said, "Rusty was a slay queen pussy boss cunt served to be TBH." That's so fucking funny.
Rusty was a child.
I agree. Oh, this is true.
Well, why do you have to fucking ruin everything, Small Town?
I hate when I have to do that.
Okay, so she was a slay queen boss then.
And serve. Our director is Bernard. How many motherfuckers named Bernard?
I know. Why'd I laugh?
That's an old name.
I don't know one.
I don't know anyone. Well, Bernard Sanders.
Yeah, you know him personally?
I wish.
And you know for a fact it's Bernard?
Pretty damn certain his name is Bernard Sanders.
And also, isn't he 117 years old?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah. Bernard McEvity.
Are you saying I can't be friends with old people, by the way?
McEvity?
No, I'm just saying, there's no one in our generation or the next. Yeah, no, not allowed. Even though you are old. He died at 79 years old in 2004, sadly. But he was a film and TV director in a family of directors and producers. He worked primarily in TV, but directed some cult horror films and in other Disney movies. One called Napoleon and Samantha, which was Jodie Foster's film debut.
I've never fucking heard of that. I don't think that's on Disney Plus.
No, I don't think so. One Little Indian.
Okay, I think that one's on
Have
Disney
heard of
Plus,
that one.
or it was at least.
Donovan's Kid, and then 7 episodes of The Wonderful World of Disney.
Okay, yeah. And we'll probably talk about a lot of those like Wonderful World of Disney ones are like actual movies too. So
yeah,
those will be like more down the line because I feel like a lot of those are a little bit more harder to find.
Harder to find, and I feel like we won't make full episodes out of them. We could combine like 5 or so.
I don't know about 5.
We'll see.
It's a lot. Smalltown will love that episode. Smalltown looks pissed.
And then we're adding a little slightly new little part here, and I'm going to include the producer and screenwriter just to try to give a little more of a shout out to the behind the scenes guys. The producer for this movie was Winston Hibbler. Died at 65 years old in 1976. He worked with Disney for years as a narrator and screenwriter mostly, and he directed one documentary short about icebreaker ships that won him an Oscar.
Cool.
Icebreaker ships are kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you would find that very riveting, Smalltown.
It's big boat that can cut through ice.
Yeah, well, is that the whole documentary?
Yeah, but it's only like an hour long.
Hull, and then that's it. Now here's an hour of clips of ships breaking through ice.
Yeah. But I used to watch how it's made, so
no,
maybe I'm entertained.
That's interesting as fuck. How it's made?
Yes.
Yeah.
The screenwriter was John Whedon. Died at 86 years old in 1991. He was a screenwriter for multiple shows and is the grandpa of Joss Whedon, stupid name, sorry, who has a hell of a career. He created Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He's worked on a lot of different Marvel stuff and a whole lot more.
I will say real quick before we move on, Bernard McEvedy, the director, he also directed a 1976 Kurt Russell starring Western.
Oh, right
The
up
Quest, The Longest Drive.
Yes,
Sky
I did
High.
see that.
Yeah.
Sky High.
My favorite Western.
And I also just wanted to give a little shout out to the bear trainer, Kenneth Beebe.
Did he die by getting killed by a bear?
No, he actually did a lot of work with Disney training animals and bringing live action models for some of the animated movies like Brother Bear, The Lion King, The Jungle Book, Pocahontas, Emperor's New Groove, and more.
Wow. I'm wearing my Brother Bear pullover right
You
now
are.
in the spirit of this film.
Oh
no.
We're wearing, I have a Winnie the Pooh something.
We're
What is
repping
this?
bears. It's like a hoodie with a zipper.
Yeah, it's got a little
weird, but
zip at the top.
It's a quarter zip hoodie.
Quarter zip hoodie with no fucking pocket.
Boo.
But it's got Winnie the Pooh on it, so it's okay. But yeah, this guy would just like train animals, and he would bring in, like, he brought in a live llama for the Emperor's New Groove.
Shit, I didn't know they used like live.
Oh
models
yeah,
for that.
That's good. He didn't bring in just a dead llama for Emperor's.
True.
Yeah, I don't got any live models. I got some dead models.
Oh my god! And whenever he was a llama in the movie, his neck is just limp because that's all the artists knew. Oh my god! But shout out Kenneth for real. For our cast, moving right along here, we had like a record tiny cast this time around, which, you know, makes my life easy. So first we have Bob Leslie / narrator, because he also, you know, was yapping. And that is Patrick Wayne.
Wayne.
86 years old. He's still alive.
I know, I've seen that.
He's an actor, and he is John Wayne's second oldest son, whom John had 7 children with 2 different women. So Patrick's got 3 other siblings and then 3 half-siblings. Patrick was in over 40 films, including 9 movies with his father. Some of them were more behind the scenes, and he kind of struggled trying to break out of that.
Shadow.
Yes, exactly. But he also did some TV and game shows. And his younger brother, Ethan Wayne, I don't know if he still does it. He did a podcast called John Wayne Gritcast and interviewed Patrick in 2 parts that was released in 2021. So fairly recent. And I listened to...
That's pretty
Was
cool.
the podcast only about John Wayne?
Well,
yeah, it's about his life and legacy.
It was 2 episodes, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you said it was... Patrick.
He did 2 parts. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay,
it was like part 1. There was a part 1 and a part 2.
That's cool. He probably just talks about his leg. I mean, he has an illustrious career.
When I was listening, he was just telling stories.
Yeah, there's probably endless stories. And then he's in I feel like hundreds of movies probably. Like
John
Wayne is prolific.
Yes. Oh, yeah. He was fucking crazy. And so...
Happy Thanksgiving, pilgrims.
It seemed like an actual, like, pretty cute, interesting podcast. The one I started listening to was their very first episode, and their sister was also on it with them for a brief period of it. So go give that a listen if you're interested.
Smalltown definitely plans to.
Moving along.
Plan to. I've already listened to the whole... the whole catalog.
Well, you were planning on doing a re-listen.
Yeah. Of course, got to. And then we have Chief Peter Atascane.
Dude, his name, I have subtitles on. It was driving me fucking nuts. Because it has...
They do like the...
hyphen between
yes.
Yeah.
It's like,
but
dude.
it's the... What's the word I'm looking for? Because it's spelled normal, but they do the... Fuck, there's a word.
Like phonetic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because that's not... his name doesn't have the hyphens in it. They do us for us dumb white folk.
Yeah. And I appreciate that because that was why I was able to pronounce that as well as I did. And then we have, and his name is Chief Dan George, and that's his white name.
I was going to say that
because he went to public school when he was 5 years old, and they changed his name because
Dan George.
You get 2 first names.
2 of the widest first names.
And that was a very common thing, unfortunately. But he died at 82 years old in 1981. He was a chief of the...
This kid is getting the Google Translate pronunciation.
Tsleil-Waututh Nation.
Right on.
He is also an actor, author, musician, and poet.
Wow.
But he didn't begin acting until he was 60 years old. And he didn't do like a shit ton of film or TV, but he was in another Disney movie we'll talk about eventually called Smith with
Never
an
heard of it.
exclamation mark.
He should have. Well, no, he was dead before that.
And left a great legacy for himself and other Native American people. He spoke out and was vocal about, the stereotypes and representation and stuff that actually did a lot in creating more awareness and, just an attempt from people to respect them and their culture a little bit more in media.
Fuck yeah.
And his poems are actually kind of famous. One of them was used in the 2012 Olympics. Like somebody during the opening ceremony, they read one of his poems.
That's very cool.
And I believe he's written 2 books. One of them was released after a year or so after his death. So check
your
those
local
out.
Libraries, folks.
Yeah.
Support your local libraries.
Chief Dan George. Absolutely. And then we have Oliver Redfern, and that is Michael Ansara.
I really liked him. I thought he had a really good performance.
Yeah.
Only decent actor in the whole movie.
Damn.
He died at 91 in 2013. He was a Syrian American actor, often cast in Arab and Native American roles, but he was born in Syria. He did TV and film in multiple genres and has his own filmography page with a lot of things, fun things, but no other Disney that I could find. He did, however, voice Mr. Freeze in some Batman shows and movies and lots of other things. And he has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Oh, awesome. I like that they're just like, oh, he's got brown skin. He'll work.
Yeah. He's
Literally.
brown, but not too brown. So.
Right. God damn, dude.
And then for the rest of our cast, they weren't really big enough to get their own bios. So Sam, the mean one, Sam Eagle Speaker.
Yeah, I almost said Eagle Talker.
I
just kept thinking
close.
Sam Eagle from the Muppets.
Literally. He is Valentin de Vargas. Died at 78 years old, 2013, and there wasn't really much about him. Then John McCartan, the other white guy with the Parks and Rec, is Robert Pine, and he's 84 years old, our second and last alive cast member.
Oh wow, that's he was younger than. That's actually funny to me because like Patrick Wayne's character was depicted to be someone who like just got out of the army, he's about to go to college, and then John McCartan,
handsome kid too.
Yeah,
handsome.
Right? Yeah. And then John McCartan's character is like someone who's clearly been a part of the Department of Parks and Recreation for at least a while to have a prominent position.
Right.
And he's 2 years younger.
Yeah. But he definitely still looked young.
No, he did. I'm not saying he looked old.
The Bob Leslie guy,
Uh-huh.
I mean, literally brawny. Does he not like the fucking brawny man?
Yeah, basically. They're not wrong. Kaylee's got to do I'm gonna make a side by side for the Instagram page at Disness Podcast. You can go check that out.
He's sitting in his little tiny box and it's cute. He won't let me get a picture. And then lastly, we have Commissioner Gaines. And that is Andrew Duggan. He died at 64 years old, young. That's actually young. In 1988. I believe he had cancer or something.
Ooh.
But before that, he had 185 screen credits.
That's crazy.
So those two was in a lot.
I thought you were going to say 185 wives. Is there a world record, by the way, for like the most wives?
It would be like some like sultan.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, or Mormon.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough Mormon.
Also, like, isn't that kind of like been perpetuated? Like, that's not so much of a thing.
There's like very few sects of Mormonism that actually participate in polygamy.
But that's been like attributed to like all of Mormonism.
I think when Mormonism came about, it was part of it.
Right.
Was polygamy.
Sure, I could see that.
Kind of gone away from
Modern
that.
Mormons have moved away from that.
Now there's still like little sects that it's like you take your wives and now they can't have any more husbands, but you can have...
What state is it where they're like
Utah?
80% of the state is Mormon.
It's got to be Utah.
It's probably Utah.
Yeah.
Isn't that where swig came from?
I'm pretty sure because they don't drink like alcohol or caffeine.
Which is funny because they're not supposed to drink caffeine, but I've known multiple Mormons. There was these Mormon girls I went to school with that were like always drinking like coffee or Dr. Pepper, like these are not things that...
Well, Christians aren't supposed to have sex before marriage either.
This is true. Christians
or eat
do
pork.
A lot of...
Or what, mixed textile fabrics or whatever.
Not supposed to, wear two different cloths.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, is the most disciplined religion, like major religion in the world, Muslims?
Probably.
No, I would say Buddhist.
Rigorously followed. Well, Buddhism's not a religion though.
Yeah, no, it's more of a way of life.
It's like philosophy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like when I was in school, when they were teaching us about religions, that was one of the ones we learned about. Yeah. But it's only because I think it's only mostly because it's one of the bigger ones in the world.
It's a non-Abrahamic religion.
Right.
I was literally just going over this shit like last week.
Of course you were.
Weird. Yeah. I got super into like, why are they called the Abrahamic religions? Who is Abraham? Why are they named after him? And then I Googled what are non-Abrahamic religions? And it's basically just like Eastern philosophies, essentially like Hinduism, Hinduism's more of a religion because there's actually deities and shit to worship, but like Taoism, which is like from China. Bro, Taoism sounds sick as fuck. It's literally just like be a good person. Like that's their whole philosophy is basically
okay. Period. We need more of that.
I'm gonna be a fucking Taoist, I guess, because this is kind of sick.
Yeah.
But
and then also you murder your firstborn.
Well, you're not supposed to drink.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's too late for that. I don't want to do that now. I've grown attached to my firstborn now.
Damn, yeah. Not being able to drink would be tough. That'd be a
Let
tough
me have
one.
some fun.
Yeah.
For real. Life's too sad to not drown your sorrows in the drink every once in a while.
I'm sick of the people that are like, you have to drink to have fun.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
way more fun.
I
It makes
can.
the experience a hell of a lot more enjoyable.
I can have fun.
Yeah.
Sober. But it's also fun to drink.
And also, if I'm in like a large group, I get very anxious.
Yeah, this is true.
So like, if
Absolutely.
I get to have some drinks,
Absolutely.
I feel a lot better about it.
I do too. Yeah, I had my first live music performance several months ago. I don't think I could have, but I would have been riddled with anxiety getting up there without the alcohol that I already
You had
in
a
my
live
system.
performance?
You didn't know about that?
No.
I didn't tell you about that.
Okay, we'll put a pin in that. We'll talk about it on
I'll
break.
show you the clips on break. I had performed at a neighborhood block party.
Bat mitzvah?
Yeah, they hired. It was like a rich neighborhood.
No shit.
Yeah, they hired my uncle's band and they wanted some hip hop too, so they hired me as well.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. They were like, clean hip hop. We're like, all right.
No.
You said, all right, Will Smith.
First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim.
Actually, didn't I not? I don't even think I ended up doing Getting Jiggy. Or did I? No, I don't think I did.
You didn't
I
do
didn't
your own
do Getting
shit?
Jiggy with it. What's up?
You
I
did
did.
get to
I did
do
one of
one.
my. I did an original song as well. But I wanted to do songs that the block party would know as well. So that was the bulk of my set.
Dude, Jake still listens to your shit.
That's awesome.
Aw,
Hell yeah. I
Good.
love that. There'll be more coming this year.
Hell yeah.
Be on the lookout. But I got some stuff to go over because I believe that was the end of Kaylee time.
Yeah.
So now it's
We'll kick it to Jordy time.
Jordy time. So this is actually inspired by a book titled The Bears and I, Raising Three Cubs in the North Woods, based on, apparently, by the way, guy's name is Robert Leslie, the author. So Bob Leslie. Where that
Cool.
comes from.
Robert Bobbert.
Yep. Apparently, Robert Leslie says the summary says firsthand account of communing with bears in British Columbia's remote yet not remote enough North Woods. So take that as you will. I don't know how accurate that is. How true.
Yeah, I
that book
kind of want to
is.
read the book now.
It has some good reviews online from people that are
the
nostalgic
reviews
for
that I was
it.
reading were like people were like they read it as a child and then kept rereading it well into their adulthood and have a serious attachment to it.
You can find it for really cheap online.
Okay, great.
It is obviously a pretty obscure title, especially nowadays, and it's been out of print for a while. There's plenty of cheap used copies online, like I was saying, though.
Or library.
There was even a version, and maybe in your library too. Yeah, go check that out. There was even a version released of the book with the poster of the film on it.
Oh,
too.
cute.
So there's those out there. I struggled to find too much about Robert Franklin Leslie, as he doesn't have any extensive bio out there. He doesn't even have a Wikipedia page.
Damn.
But from the details I picked up, he was definitely a man of the wilderness who had a great love and fascination for animals. That's what most of his works cover. He wrote, I think, like 10 books all about animals or something like that. He may have also been raised by a Native American man.
Oh.
Is something I read, but I don't want to say if that's true or not because I think I just read that in someone's blog.
Mm.
I read a work of his from 1964's Reader's Digest. It was a short little story where he tells a story of a relationship he forms with a bear he names Bosco. I don't know how true these stories are, and the fact that he's written multiple stories about having relationships with bears leads me to believe that they're probably not as true as he says they are, you know?
Or maybe he had like one encounter with a bear and then it like defined his life.
Possibly, yeah. So there's that question of authenticity. Did these stories actually happen as written, or were they embellished? Outdoor writers of the time a lot of them were later questioned about how much of their work was dramatized. But I couldn't find anything to suggest that Robert Leslie himself was accused of exaggerating his stories. So the world may never know.
I saw multiple reviews and stuff, even dating back to like 1999, of people saying it was based off of a true story. The book was, but I couldn't find anything.
That's what that says too. But like, who's actually like pushed to question him,
right,
over the course of time? You know,
Not a ton of production notes available for this film. We do know that the film was a combo of both fictional and non-fictional elements from the book. So this isn't like a direct adaptation of the book from what I collected from this. And it was shot in the forests of British Columbia. HR Production charts on July 27th, 1973 report that shooting began on July 9th, 1973. An August 1973 edition of Disney News stated that Lake Chillico, Lake Chillico, British Columbia, was the primary location for photography. It was over 100 miles from the nearest town, and the lake was reportedly only accessible by dirt road or hydroplane.
That's awesome.
And then the Nehemiah band of Chilcotin Indians, or indigenous people who lived there, were the ones that were hired to appear in the film. So that's the tribe we saw.
Cool.
So the natives.
Very cool.
This movie was made back when on-set animal welfare rules were basically figure it out as you go, way before today's standards. But we're starting to see like it coming up on Hollywood having more standards for that set into place. The whole no animals were harmed thing from the American Humane Society existed in the early 70s, but it wasn't enforced consistently like we see today. And there's no record that this film had any actual oversight from that. That doesn't automatically mean the bears were mistreated, but it does mean the protections we expect now weren't in place.
Right.
And they actually shot the film, as you can imagine, over multiple seasons to show the cubs growing, which tells you these were all real bears, the same bears as far as I could tell.
I'd like to think that they were treated pretty
trainers.
decently.
I would hope so.
One, Kenneth, the guy that we were talking that like worked with them and trained them, it looked like he specialized in bears, and obviously
clearly had a good enough
track
record to be working over decades of time.
Yes, and to get them to cooperate the way they were throughout the movie, they wouldn't have done that if they had been treated like if they were sick and dying and abused and everything. Like they definitely seemed like just some bears having a good time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, watching it now, some of the scenes can feel a little rough, but this is just a reminder that Hollywood used to handle animals very differently than it does now.
But also the Disney Plus version of this movie, which is what we all watched it on.
No, I talk about that scene in a little bit.
Okay.
But you were saying though.
They cut over 7 minutes of
footage from the film.
Yes, that was a combination of the bears and certain scenes that might not sit well, and also like the Native Americans and more racy scenes and conversations and stuff. But you also lose a little bit of context and background, and I personally would have just rather have seen the original version. And then y'all just apologize in the beginning.
Yeah, like you do on everything else.
Because now you're erasing history in a sense.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Trying to rewrite the narrative that y'all weren't racist and problematic back then. Like, we know you were.
Yeah, we saw Song of the South.
Mm-hmm.
That was way before this. But still. I couldn't find many details on John Denver's involvement, how that came to be, but it was a huge get for Disney. I mean, considering he had the #1 song of this time.
Yeah.
He was a massive act. I did find an alleged quote on IMDb from him, so take this as you will.
Mm-hmm.
I just play the guitar and write songs. I know I'm incapable of orchestrating an entire film. They just asked me to write something expressing the story about a guy who's back from Vietnam and sort of lost, who goes to an Indian village in the Northwest. So it's not much there, but it's the only thing I could find.
Yeah, something.
The song did end up charting as high as number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100
it's
chart
a pretty good song.
1975. It is.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
Sweet Surrender, if you want to go listen to it. With all that being said, make sure to join us for the second half of the show, as we will be talking about the film. We're going to be giving our report cards and our pimp of the week.
Woo.
All that and so much more. Don't miss out on some meat and potatoes. Make sure your appetite's ready when we come back here on the Disness.
And so that's what I did in my best polyester socks.
Wow. Holy shit. That is crazy.
What did I miss?
I can't believe that.
Yeah, I'm so glad. No. I'm so glad you weren't here to ruin it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, was it the polyester sock story?
Yeah, and you don't get to know because you interrupted us about 15 times.
I wanted to know because it's your best polyester socks, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn.
My best polyester socks.
I'm like speechless too.
What? It was that crazy?
Yeah, be jealous.
I am.
That crazy. Yeah. And you know that polyester socks don't last that long.
Mm.
No,
These polyester socks have lasted me a long time.
For a specific reason?
I'm nice to them. They're my best ones.
Okay.
That's why they're my best.
That's true.
You stick around the longest.
That makes sense. They probably
Become
wouldn't be
my
your
best.
best if they
Yeah.
didn't last that long. Do you have a worst pair of polyester socks?
I have so many pairs of worse polyester socks.
Welcome back to the Disness. My name is Jordan Bass. We're talking about the Bears and I. And I'm still joined by my co-host. First up, he's got a thing for some big weapons and thick women. It's Smalltown Dalton Endicott.
Hell yeah. What the fuck is which song is that? Is that from Eastern Bloc Song?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd know. By Scrim, for those that don't know.
Okay, period.
Also still joining us, she fears rivers overflowing. It's Kaylee Foot. Because there was a river here.
Hey, there was a river here.
Bad
A
Moon Rising.
river.
CCR, baby.
Mm-hmm.
We're a CCR household.
I wouldn't have clocked that.
Something that we always say is, in this household, we hate Nazis and we love CCR.
Yeah. I'll make that into a little plaque that we can put on the wall.
That's a fucking fantastic plaque. Holy fuck. Oh my God. Just something so obvious is I hate Nazis and then but we love and then just the most inconsequential thing. That's so funny.
Like anything. I could be like, we hate Nazis and we love powdered donuts.
Dude. We're going to have plaques all over the place.
Fuck yeah.
They're just crazy
That's
shit.
so funny. Oh my God, dude. That's so funny.
We can put plaques all over my teeth too.
What?
I think I got some room left.
Is that an out of how many cavities or fillings you have?
Yes, but also like for as bad as I eat, I surprisingly have not had as many cavities as I should throughout my life. Like I remember there was one time when we went to the dentist. My sister Brianna was really good about brushing her teeth every morning, every night. And me and my sister Chops were not as much. That's so funny. I called her Chops. Kayla. We're not as much. We went to the dentist. Both of us had 0 cavities. Bree had like 6.
It's very genetic, which I know you guys are all siblings, but like
right?
Still genetics are weird like that. Like so much of oral health is genetics. It's fucking crazy.
Interesting.
And medication.
Yeah, because that's
well,
what
yeah.
Yeah, Kaylee got like what, 13?
14.
14 cavities?
In the span of 6 months because of a medication that I was on.
What was it?
Like
depression?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's like anxiety medicine or depression medicine like that. Yeah.
I was on 2 because my anxiety medication, its side effect was depression, so I was on both.
Yes.
And it started with a Z. Is it Zofran? Zofran?
Maybe.
It made me get 14 cavities in 6 months. I was so fucking insane. Pissed.
Dude, it's so fucking sick how like the American pharmaceuticals are like, this medicine is going to give you horrific diarrhea, ulcers, thoughts of depression, possibly die. But
in the commercials, they'll show people dancing and
running in a field and shit.
But we also have other medicines that will help with those side effects.
That also have their own.
Yeah, but these also have side effects.
We're one of the only countries that allow
That's life.
Commercials for medications.
Life has side effects.
What'd you say?
We're one of the only countries that allow that type of shit, like commercials for medications.
We might be the only one.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Smosh did a really funny skit about, they made a joke commercial for a pharmaceutical. And like one of the things they said was, America's the only country that allows pharmaceutical ads to play on television. So that's how you know they're good.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And it gets so annoying. And they play the same one like 7 times if you're watching something with ads.
There's fucking one that has like a little jingle to it. And I feel like I've seen it so many fucking times.
It was Ozempic.
It's not that one, but that one also has a nice little jingle to it.
There is multiple that I can't think of off the top of my head. So, there's one that I can't think of that has like it's a full blown like musical number. Like they go to like different settings. Like they do like
Is it
scene
Pepto
changes.
Bismol? I know they used to have fucking
crazy
stomach
commercials too.
diarrhea. Like the whole fucking thing.
The fact that Mucinex has a recognizable mascot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We were just talking about that the
We
other
were,
day.
because I was saying I don't think they've changed that character design in 25 years.
Mm-mm.
Also, ZQL?
Yeah, with
Like
the
that's
owl.
a thing now?
Is it? No, I'm thinking of Zizal has the owl. Be wise, all. Choose Zizal, which I
Yeah.
think is
Oh my
possibly the
God.
worst slogan I've ever heard.
But like fucking
ZQL
NyQuil just being
NyQuil?
like, this is only for sleep. It's like, what the fuck? This isn't even medicine anymore. It's literally just for going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Or for
ZQL?
lean.
Lean?
Yeah, I guess that's more so cough syrup.
Yeah. Stuff's a little stronger than NyQuil, I think.
Yeah. Also, like NyQuil would just make you like really drowsy.
Yeah. It also
Be like taking a bunch of Xanax.
God,
Bruh.
that shit fucking tastes so bad too. Like,
Lean? Have you had it?
no, but just I've had medicine before.
Oh
That
yeah,
shit
cough
tastes like
syrup. Yeah, but
shit.
you're mixing it with Sprite, so I feel like that would make it a little better.
I mean, I'm sure
Eh.
it's better, yeah. And Jolly
Maybe in
Ranchers and shit,
texture,
yeah.
but I don't know about flavor.
No, I think that would make the flavor
It's gonna
better.
cut it. It's still gonna
Yeah.
taste like fucking ass.
Yeah.
But like, you're not drinking it because you
It's gonna
love the
taste like
taste of it.
watered
No.
down Sprite that's like kind of spicy.
I won't out the friend, but one time I was asked by a friend after we graduated high school, we were going to a choir concert to see some of our friends that were still in high school because this is literally like the year after we graduated. And he's like, "Do you want to drink lean before we go?"
What
And
the
I said,
fuck?
No.
Proud of you.
And I think
I've
we smoked. Like
never-
we still smoked,
Yeah.
you know. But
That's
it's like
so funny. I don't think I've ever been offered lean.
I haven't either. I've never even seen it.
Yeah.
that was the only time. And
Yeah.
I don't even think he's someone that like.
I think it's so much
Partook
more
in
of a
that
down
for real.
south thing. It's like Texas.
Yeah, no, it is. You're
and
right.
Atlanta and shit.
Yeah, a
It's
lot of
fucking-
a lot of the southern rappers lean is
Yeah.
pretty prevalent, and
especially Texas. That's a big
yeah,
one.
yeah, for sure.
We're too Midwestern for that, thank God.
Yeah, no.
we should try it once.
We like
Smalltown.
uppers.
Would you be down to try it once?
Lean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would try it once.
Okay. I think we should just for the fuck of
Yeah.
it.
What?
Yeah, just once. We can do it. Well, we don't have to go somewhere. We can be here.
Just be here. We'll just fall asleep together.
Yeah, cuddling.
True, I'm gonna wake
that's
up
a
to you guys
perfect
spooning on the
excuse.
couch.
That's a perfect excuse for a small town spending the night special.
Oh my God.
Like, babe, listen. I'm gonna spend the night at Jordan's house because we're gonna try lean together.
Mm-hmm. Just be like, oh, okay.
And
Have
staying
fun.
the night's not an option.
And if anything happens, you're just gonna have to deal with it.
That's crazy.
We're talking about the Bears and I, if you couldn't tell.
Mm.
The Bears
Yeah,
and I chopped and
facts.
screwed.
Facts. It is the chopped and screwed version.
That's
Yeah,
good.
because like the literal first thing I wrote here is the Disney Plus version opens up by saying that this film has been modified from its original version. It has been edited for content. It explicitly says that. So at least they're not lying to us.
Yeah, and I feel like
It's
they
like a bare
probably
minimum
got
thing.
it. Well,
Bare minimum.
maybe not a lot, but definitely
Fair.
negative feedback on cutting so much and like acting like they didn't do shit.
I'm curious. So do you think this was cut based off of the original release of the film, or at least like maybe a DVD release of the film, or do you think this was a new thing they did for Disney Plus? Because they didn't shy away from like a lot of other things. I've never seen that at the front. We've watched now like, over 80 movies
Mm-hmm.
and I know we watched a lot of big ones, but we've also watched our fair share of smaller, older ones. That's the first time we've seen that message at the start of a movie
Yeah,
on this show.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
it's strange to me.
yeah. I don't know.
Because they didn't seem to shy away from. We've watched other movies on Disney Plus. That was like, ooh, yikes!
Yeah,
And they
that
didn't
had
bother
more
cutting that.
yikes moments than this.
So what did they feel the need to cut from this?
And the only one that I saw that in like a review that I came across was them talking about a bear, like one of the bears pushed the other cub and it started like rolling down the mountain and Bob was chasing after him on skis or something like that. And that was a cut scene.
Because I remember the snow, but I don't remember.
They literally showed a guy shooting a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twice. Well,
they didn't show the first one, but they implied it with the dead bear in the boat.
Actually, I do think that scene was another cut one as well. Was the mom bear getting shot.
Oh. But they could show the kid bear getting shot.
Right.
Sick, dude.
I'm going to say this now.
Eagle talker speaker.
I'm sorry that we're jumping the gun here, but I'm going to say this now because I'm going to forget. It was never made explicitly clear why. What? Oh, Flapjack's just wait. Oh my God. That's Kaylee, will you please take a video of that real quick? I can post on the Instagram at Disness Podcast.
I'm going to put the crock pot up there.
But it was never explicitly said as to why Sam killed the mother bear.
Because he
was trying to kill. I guess because they said he was. He said he was. They were hunting elk. So are we just supposed to assume that he was trying to shoot an elk and he shot the bear?
I think that because he's like the hunting guide,
right?
So I'm assuming they just took him up there and then kind of whatever they shot. Like it was just kind of like he's getting paid, so he doesn't give a fuck. That's why he wasn't allowed to come back because he was a piece of shit member of the tribe.
Right. Yeah, he was, and we'll get more into that as this goes on. But we open with John Denver's awesome original song, Sweet Surrender. It was made for this film, as we talked about in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
While Bob Leslie hikes through the wilderness, we're introduced to Mr. Bob Leslie. He's only 3 weeks out of the Army after serving in Vietnam. I mean, it's never explicitly said that, but, you know.
Right.
He was supposed to take this trip to the North American wilderness with his friend from the service named Larch, but Larch was killed in combat. So now Bob is set out to find Larch's father, who's the chief of a small tribe called the Takloots. Which is actually a fictional tribe created for this film.
Mm-hmm.
Upon arrival, he also finds Oliver Redfern's store, and he knows of Oliver. They never say how he knows of Oliver.
I think that he was, because he made a comment about the Eagle speaker guy too. And I think he was just like,
this is him talking in past tense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know of Oliver because he got to know him well, and then Sam, you know. He said like, like, I still don't know about Sam or something like that.
You'll hear more about him or something. Yeah.
And Oliver Redfern's a college man who had returned to serve his people, as Leslie put it.
Mm-hmm.
Bob asks where Chief Atascane is so he can return Larch's belongings to him, and the Native American men don't seem too keen on Bob just walking up into their land. Bob regretfully informs the chief of what has happened to his son, and then says that he'd like to stay a while and do some camping. Sounds like a very small town thing to do. Be like, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'll camp.
Yeah. I'll live in a shack by myself in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Befriend some bears. No. He's offered a cabin for $30 for the season, which Bob happily takes him up on. Then Bob kayaks through the river, takes in the wildlife. He's taken this trip for self-reflection and to make some decisions on what he planned to do for the rest of his life, which actually really, like, that's the journey we see him go on throughout this, which is cool. He goes to the cabin and it's gonna need more than a little bit of work.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say that some adorable raccoons live there, as well as an owl. And Bob's like, "Get on up out of here."
Yeah, I love he's like so gentle with like the raccoons, like smiling, just like shaking his head at him. And then the owl, he's like, "Get out!" He like fucking swings the broom at it and shit.
And whacks that poor guy.
Did he get him?
I'm pretty sure.
I know he swung at him. He begins cleaning and patching out the place when from the roof he sees a group of bears. He says that he learned that black and brown bears are the same kind of bears. They're just different color phases. I think Smalltown might have something to say about that.
Well, I think that color phases is a terrible, like they don't, like because black bears can be brown. They can be almost like blonde. They can, like, there's tons of different shades of black bear.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like black bears are born brown and then they grow up and turn brown, like, or they turn black, you know, like whatever. Like it's the color, like the red one, like that rusty color. It will be that color its whole life. Like, so color phases is a stupid way to put that. Color variations, you could say, are just different colors, different shades. Like there are also, I believe there are like black grizzly bears too.
Really?
Yeah, a brown bear is a grizzly bear. Like a black bear is a black bear, but sometimes they are brown. I don't know. Yeah. When I heard that too, I was like, I'm angry because that's a stupid fucking thing.
That reminds, because I didn't know that, like, black bears are, brown bears could birth different color bears. So that now reminds me of like how cats give birth to multiple different variations.
It's all. I mean, it's all
Yeah.
just genetics and shit. It
Right.
just goes
It
back
is.
to like you have recessive.
That's like your
genes and-
catchphrase now.
What?
It's all just genetics.
You
It is
just love
literally all of
genetics.
the world is just genetics. Like every fucking thing that happens is just genetics.
Mm.
But like, yeah, I mean, there's like recessive genes. That means like if there is a black bear and their entire time, the entire lineage, it's always been black. It only mates with other just completely black bears that have always been black throughout the entire time. I don't think they're just gonna pop out a fucking red one.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't think.
Can you
Unless
make
that's-
me a Punnett square?
Yeah.
I love that poll from you. All right, that's great.
I remember Punnett squares way more than a lot of things in school.
It's so weird.
That is really random.
I
Out of
really-
all
I
the
was
things
really
from
good at
school,
'em.
My last college try was to get a degree in fucking biology, to teach biology,
you would have been
Mhm.
so good.
and I fucking
still want
totally
you to
forgot
do that.
about Punnett squares.
Really?
Totally forgot about them.
Somebody.
I remember the
I still
P's.
want teacher Smalltown.
Yeah, I want teacher small.
Science man, small town.
I think I'd be good at it.
Match science
would
man
be.
Teague.
It just takes a long time to do, and I'm almost 30, and I have
So what?
kids. It'd just be 3 years of my life of just doing school stuff, not getting paid for school stuff,
Yeah, I know.
and then getting a job at 35.
It'd be something that'd be a lot easier if you
That's still young.
if you were still childless.
Yeah, I probably would have finished
Right.
if I would have not. Especially I had Hallie when I was fucking. Her mom got pregnant while we were in high school.
And also, if you wouldn't have finished, then you wouldn't have had them.
On God, on God, that's true. You know that.
But we're glad that you do.
Yeah, I wouldn't
For
change that shit
sure.
at all.
No.
At all.
That'd be really shitty if you said, I probably would change that.
Yeah, if I go back, I wouldn't have either one of them. That'd be fucking crazy.
And then in 10, 15 years when I listen to this.
Yeah, I was going to say, because there's a
I'd be like,
real
"Damn."
world where Hallie or Hendrix or both could be listening to this at
Yeah.
some point in the future. Hi, guys. Hi, our girls.
Hi,
I say
girls.
guys. I greet every group like guys. Guys is like a gender neutral thing for me. And there was one time where I greeted a table like that, and they were like, well, we're women.
Oh my
something like that.
God.
What's up, bitches? It's somebody, you say Merry Christmas to somebody, and they're like, Happy Holidays. It's like, you fucking
Or-
get what I was saying.
I actually see that a lot more the other way around.
Happy Holidays?
Where I say Happy Holidays, and they'll reply with it's Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
It's
honestly.
the same. It's the same shit. It's
I think
fucking,
the
bro,
Happy Holidays.
You get it.
I'm not going to get off on a tangent here, but the Happy Holidays being a woke thing is so fucking stupid because that's been said for fucking decades because there's multiple fucking holidays around that time of year.
Mhm.
That's why we fucking say it.
Oh yeah.
Not just the other religious holidays,
Yeah.
but also Thanksgiving and fucking New Year's.
Yeah, it's the holiday season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, for sure.
There's nothing fucking woke about
I just
that.
hate the Happy Holidays, guys. What's Merry Christmas? It's like, you fucking get it, huh?
Don't you fucking do
Yeah, you
that
fucking
shit.
piece of shit.
It's Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah. It's just fucking, I was clearly just trying to be nice.
Right?
I don't give a fuck how your holidays go. Go fuck yourself.
I actually do. I'm a little more compassionate, I guess.
To just strangers?
Yeah, I love.
Oh.
Well, I love.
I mean,
love
I hope
the
everybody
I
has
love
good
Christmas
holidays,
time.
but
Okay.
if I tell you happy holidays,
Oh
you're like,
well, okay.
it's Merry, it's like, no, I hope your holidays fucking suck.
That's different. I thought you were just talking about general.
No, I mean, no.
Yeah, low key.
I don't
It's like,
really
I don't care
care
how anyone else's holidays
No.
except
I just want
mine.
mine to be
No,
good.
I hope everybody has good holidays. I don't really care. It's not like I hope those fucking people had good holidays this year. No, I don't really care that much. I hope they
God,
did,
I
but
hope everyone had a good Easter. So Bob takes up on that offer that Oliver brought up about going gold hunting. And while in the midst of that, the bears pull up. Bob, being either brave or stupid, I'm going to argue the latter,
Stupid. Yeah.
Stupid for sure.
gets up real close to the bears to say what's up to them when one of them starts angrily chasing him because she's the mama bear. And
Yeah, I learned a valuable lesson. You don't get between a mama bear and her cubs. It's like,
should have known that.
no, I mean, literally everybody knows that.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but this guy doesn't have Google, so I give him some grace.
No, but he had books and bears.
Books and bears.
He's heard of bears before.
That's what
Mhm.
this movie should have been called.
Books and bears.
Yeah.
It had both those things in it.
It did.
Books, bears, and the natives.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Books, bears, and the whitewashing of native cultures.
There we go. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Chief Itaskane shares a nice moment with Bob where he offers Larch's tools to him, and Bob in exchange gifts him a photograph of himself with Larch from the army. Oh. Well, offering a deer some salt?
Yeah, you give deer like salt licks and shit.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I like
cool.
salt.
Okay, I've never fed deer like that, so it was funny. He's like, here, I got some salt for you.
It's very weird to just give them a handful of salt. But like, he set out giant blocks of salt for deer.
Okay, gotcha. They like that?
Kind of like goats like salt.
I didn't know that. I love me some goats, though.
You could feed a goat a magazine also.
This is true. Goats will eat just about anything.
Got me there. Like mountain goats, though.
Well, Bob hears gunshots and discovers that Sam Eagle Speaker and some of his fellow huntsmen killed the mother bear, leaving the little cubs high up in the tree in fear. So Bob decides he'll take care of the cubs. And as he begins to earn their trust through a series of meals and attempts to prove he's their friend, he names them. We got the genius names of Scratch, Patch, and Rusty. Creative names there, bud. Real good names.
I mean, that's probably pretty close to what people were naming their dogs and shit. Like, there was no creativity.
Yeah, this is true. Patch decides right off the bat that he's really fucking with Bob. And that night, the cubs all sleep at the foot of Bob's bed. And Bob says that night, for the first time, he has a family. Aww. That was cute, though.
I never cuddling.
We witnessed a sequence of scenes featuring Bob teach the bears how to hunt, what to eat, how to survive, or sometimes just the bears getting into trouble. Some scenes and moments from this are quite serene. Other times it seems to drag, but I found it mostly relaxing personally. After the bears demolish the grub one night, Bob crosses the river with the cubs to hit up the store. And chaos quickly ensues as a whole bunch of dogs run up on the bears who flee for the trees in fear. And Bob gets real sassy with Sam. Sam's such a smug prick, by the way.
Yeah.
Oliver Redfern explains how they are a bear tribe and bears are considered their brothers. They believe it is better to be killed than to be captured. And Bob tries to explain the circumstances, how he doesn't have them captured. He plans to set them free. But a drunk Sam Eagle Speaker does not see it that way. He says anything a white man does is for money, which, like, I mean, he's not, like, totally wrong.
It's, like, kind of valid,
but not really, because nothing of this is for money for him.
That's true.
This guy.
Yeah.
And he's... I found this all very funny, by the way. Just the whole sequence of him calmly purchasing cartridges. He's like, Sam, you're drunk or something like that. And he's like, I said cartridges, not whiskey. And there's like 10, 15 seconds of silence while we watch him make the purchase for the cartridges, load up his gun or whatever, walk out, and then shout, our brothers will be free!
That's the part that made it funny. Yeah.
And he goes to fucking kill the bears. So Bob and Sam tussle. Everyone watches until Chief Itaskane comes up, sends some guys in to break it up. And Bob tries to reason with the chief, but nothing doing as Chief explains how bears are not dogs, they should be free. And he believes what Bob is doing is wrong. He tells Bob he needs to take them back to where he found them. And then he calls this an evil day and says bad things will happen to the tribe because of this. And like, I mean...
He's kind of right, though.
It's a juxtaposition to be in because...
Juxtaposition?
Isn't that correct?
Juxtaposition is like
juxtaposition,
like two opposites like alongside each other,
right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So like, on one hand, he's orphaning these bear cubs because they're bear cubs and they'll fucking die. They'll get killed by other bears or they'll fucking starve because they're too small to really hunt and shit like that. So he's doing a good thing, but he is doing a bad thing because now these bears they'll never be able to acclimate back into the wild correctly because they're being raised by a human.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So the juxtaposition of he is doing the right thing, but his heart's in the right place, but it is the wrong thing to do just based on nature, because like nature's fucking harsh and your mom
nature's
dies,
unforgiving, man.
And you guys probably are going to die too because it's just how it works, Because I was like watching this movie, I was just thinking about him doing what he was doing. Because, like, I do see the positive. Because, I think any, fucking empathetic person would want to do that.
Yeah.
Take them in, make sure they're okay, make sure they're safe. And then,
Absolutely.
when they're bigger, they're older, ready to go, you let them go. But that's the emotional side. The logical side is, well, now they rely on you for food.
That's where I think the argument comes in of like what Bob did. Do you consider selfish or not?
I don't think it was selfish. I think that
I think he thought it was selfless, but is it a selfish act? It's like selfish with a side of compassion, you know?
Yeah.
Or compassion with a side of selfish, maybe is the better way to put that.
Yeah, that's tough because like I do think the whole motivation was selfless. I don't think that he was doing it.
Yeah, no, I
himself.
agree with that.
You know what I mean? So that's where it's like, does it make it a selfish act?
I think
kind of because of the consequences of it. Yes.
At a point, he wasn't able to like let go and kind of had to be forced into it.
Yeah.
And then they really would have never been properly assimilated, especially Patch.
Well, Bob says he's not letting any Indian superstition, as he called it, get in the way of continuing to raise the bears until they're ready. One day, Bob notices a small passenger plane and flags them down. It's a couple of men from the Department of Parks and Recreation. They question Bob about the tribe and explain how they plan to make this whole area into a national park. It's government property and not classified as a reservation, so basically, as Bob puts it, the indigenous tribe will be forced to move out. The men want to meet with the tribal council and explain how they can relocate them to another reserve, and so they ask Bob to put in a word with them regarding a desire for contact. So Bob agrees to talk to Oliver Redfern, the only guy he has any kind of goodwill with, just because he's the guy that he buys stuff from. And Bob puts the bears up for a day as he's taken a deeper interest in the forest and says how he's sending for a mail order course in natural science, so he gets some books and everything. At the store, Bob interrupts Chief of Toscane just to say what's up. That was like super rude. Like he was like full on in the middle of talking. He's like, "Hey, Chief of Toscane."
Yeah.
Like, what? like you already are on his bad side, and now you're going to interrupt his conversation.
Yeah. And then Bob's like, what? So confused all the time.
And then he gives some gold to Oliver. Oliver like weighs it out, gives him some cash in exchange. And then as he's laying the cash down, he lays the photo of Bob and Larch down on top. And it's like, oh shit. And old Bob, he's stunned. Yeah, he is a little pissed. He tries to question the chief, but Chief walks away. And Oliver tells him that they saw him with those government men. Bob tries to talk to Oliver about them, but Oliver doesn't care to have any discussion with Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Now that winter's arrived, the cubs are growing and getting ready for hibernation, and Bob decides they're going to need to hole up in the old root cellar. Hibernation is quite fascinating to me, or just in general, it is quite fascinating, actually. I remember learning about it in school and being amazed. Like, they don't fucking eat or drink anything.
No, it's
or
not true.
Defecate. What's up?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
No?
No.
That's not true?
No. They do. They still, they're not literally sleeping for...
Well, I know they're not fully asleep. They readjust and everything so that way they don't have, sores and whatnot. Like, they're not fully asleep the entire time. But that the sleep that they're in, they're, basically, safely fasting.
Maybe. I don't know. I thought that they still would wander out and just kind of, get some scraps of shit and still try to,
I think that's...
Maybe that's the case for some bears.
I don't know for sure, but I know that they'll basically bulk before.
No, they do. Yeah, they have to have. Yeah, they're trying because they don't want to leave. It's cold and food is scarce and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just reserving calories and shit like that. But I don't think that they literally get into a fucking little cave and they just stay there until it's fucking springtime. I don't think so. I could be wrong. I could be. But I do think that they do venture out of it. And
yeah, and I'm just saying what I know or what I thought I knew based off memory.
Regardless of either way, it is fascinating that animal those fucking frogs and shit that will just their heart rate will go down so far they're essentially dead and they'll freeze and then they thaw out. Their heart just starts back up and they just move on.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
nature is insane.
Because we would just die.
Yeah,
that's what would happen to us.
One day, Oliver pulls up with some supplies, much to the delight of Bob. Bob's confused, though, on what changed their opinion of him. And Oliver tells him if he really was a government man, he'd be behind a warm desk, not out in his cabin freezing to death. Bob asks why you people are so against the national park. You people is used a lot throughout this.
Yeah.
It's so like derogatory without like really meaning to. It's like ignorantly derogatory, you know? And Oliver says that they're not against the park. They just want them to put it somewhere else.
Isn't it funny also that if you say you people, it feels very derogatory.
Yes.
But if you were just to add an R and say your people,
Facts.
it's way less derogatory.
Or also even just like all you people.
Yeah. Little small little twist in there, and it's like, well, that's actually okay.
Yeah.
Like, you people. What do you mean, you people?
Bob tries to say the national parks folk got some good ideas. Oliver asks him when throughout history has a meeting between the whites and indigenous turned out well for them. Bob says there's nothing they can do, though, and Oliver says they'll be ready for him. Oliver also adds on that it's good that he got rid of the bears, but Bob actually says they're hibernating. He plans to set them loose in the spring. Oliver says the sooner he turns them loose, the better for all of them. Once the winter begins to turn to spring, the bears are ready to come back out, and boy, have they grown.
Yeah.
They grew fast.
Yeah.
They ain't such little cubs no more, my man. The bears are now able to come and go as they please, but they still come to see Bob for some grub. Oliver and the chief are back to deliver a letter to Bob from the Department of Parks and Recreation. Bob says it's really a letter for them. It informs them that construction on the national park will begin soon, and they must clear all their buildings. Chief Atascane says he knew the bears would bring trouble, and Bob tries to reason with him. He even tries to tell Oliver he's on their side, and they dip out. I feel like this, I can't name what it's from before, but I feel like I've seen this before, where it's like the super, maybe it's not specifically with indigenous people, but like where the superstition isn't necessarily proven to be true, but it like is proven true in its own way to the believer, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like what is it? It's correlation without causation.
Yeah, because this was going to happen no matter what.
Yes,
the guy said he's been coming down there for several years.
Yeah.
You know, but just because this happened just now, you know, like they were able to line it up, and it very much seemed that way. The construction crew's here now. The tribe's not backing down, though. John from the department tells Chief Atascane that he and his people will need to vacate the property, but the chief says this land is theirs and they can't take it. And Sam, ever the wild card, even threatens to shoot John. But the crew goes to work anyway, destroying their entire settlement outside of Oliver's store, which that made me really sad to see.
Mm-hmm.
John again attempts to clear the Taklut clan, but they ain't cooperating. And good on them, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
as the whites continue their construction process, members of the tribe, which seem to be led up by Sam, attempt to sabotage them at every turn. And they never like outright commit violent acts on the construction workers themselves this whole time, you know? Like they're fucking with their machinery. They do fire the weapon, but I don't think with the intention of hitting anyone. They were trying to hit that.
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
I do think in the book it was slightly more violent.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't realize this was... So this whole part is from the book too?
I mean, yeah. I'm based off of some of the reviews I was seeing, it kind of gave the impression that Sam was killed.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't know how much of this part of the story was taken from the book. I really want to read the book now.
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
I'm pretty interested. I want to see the
book
parallels.
one day when we do Disness Book Club.
Add that to the list.
Which I really want to do. Let us know if you'd be interested in that. That'd be a really fun thing. Me and Kaylee have talked about this for years now.
We'd have to just basically start a blog for it.
A blog?
Mm-hmm.
You want to start one, is what you're saying?
We'd have to, I think, yeah.
I mean, we can do a podcast, too.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
Blog would be dope as well. John asks Commissioner Gaines if they can send in rangers to use force against the tribe, but Gaines is totally against that. He agrees to send the rangers in to protect the crew, but nothing more. He doesn't want to battle, wants to try to talk to the tribe himself. Meanwhile, Bob is just the middleman in all of this, going back and forth to talk with both sides. Sam basically starts like trying to form an uprising because he doesn't believe in the chief's abilities to fend the white man off.
Mm-hmm.
He even tries to attack Bob. He's like, "You got a nice scalp."
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm gonna part your hair, like something about give you a nice part.
Yeah,
or something like
he
that.
He did say that. Yes,
he was saying he was gonna scalp him.
Yeah,
And this movie is about a man and his bears, by the way, as we're reminded of. And as soon as we're reminded of that, all of a sudden, bam! Sam shoots one of the bears and runs off like a coward. Bob chases him down and beats the holy hell out of him, which was very satisfying.
Yeah. No, honestly.
Tosses his gun in the lake. I wish you would have noticed the gasoline, though, because damn. And Bob runs back to check on his boy Patch. He's still alive, but in desperate need of medical attention. That doesn't deter Sam as he eyes the cabin and then his container of gasoline. Goes on to burn Bob's cabin down, but not before Bob can retrieve a blanket so he can drag Patch with it.
Yeah, which was such a sweet moment.
It was.
Like, you're literally losing everything, but...
He don't give a fuck about that. All he cares about is saving that damn bear.
Mm-hmm.
A full-on forest fire is now broken out thanks to Sam. Fuck Sam. It's fuck Sam in this household.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Fuck Sam, fuck Nazis, and we love Everybody Loves Raymond. And Chief of Tuscany sends the tribe over to check it out. While everyone works together and eventually tames the fire, Bob and Oliver take Patch back to the camp and rescue him with some medicine. I did like, and they didn't like make a big deal out of this, but I did like the whole like moment of unity over like one shared like threat, basically.
Yeah.
Where they're all working together to get this fire out.
It was sweet.
Chief of Tuscany refuses to help the bear, saying if a bear dies, it's the will of the Great Spirit. So Bob pulls out the dead son card and really goes in on the chief. This shit literally had me audibly going, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
When he's just like, if Larch was here, you'd fucking do something about it. You piece of shit. Like he's just going off on him. I'm like, oh my God. Dude.
Right.
But this
He's
does
pulled the
somehow
dead son
convince
card
the
a
chief.
lot.
Yeah. And the chief is like, all right, bring him in. He makes Bob promise that if he saves the bear, Bob must set him free and not feed him anymore. And Bob agrees to that. After some food and some rest, Patch is mobile again. Yay.
Woo.
But no time to
Straight back to
celebrate
normal.
as Commissioner Gaines has arrived. Gaines speaks to the tribe. He says he understands why they're angry, but this land is government property, blah, 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 blah. He tries once again to pitch the reserve at Thunderbird Lake to them, but the chief ain't interested in all that. He would literally rather die. He just wants to keep the land that has always been theirs. He says they were born here and they will die here. And if the time has come to die, then so be it. And so the chief and the elders go off to do just that.
Yeah.
They go off into the mountains, and Oliver says they're just going to fast until they die.
Mm-hmm.
Bob asks
so
why can't they
sad.
just live there? And it's because it's against regulations, as only rangers and their families can live in a national park. Bob asks why can't they make the tribe rangers? And that's because it takes years to qualify for it. Gaines tells Bob it's time to butt out, but old stubborn Bob just can't do that, you see? He goes off to find the chief.
Bob.
He says he owes it to Larch. Man, him and Larch really loved each other. Bro.
They were besties.
Bob tries to tell the chief how the world is changing, and Larch saw that. He asks if a piece of land and a lake are really worth dying for. And this is where, like, how dull-minded Bob is. Like, he's just very simple-minded.
Yeah.
You know, comes into play. That he couldn't possibly believe in a more simple life. Like, yeah, the world is changing, but, like, that doesn't, if you're off in the world, that doesn't mean it has to change for everyone.
No. Like, people should not be forced to.
I need to admit two things. I've been wrong twice.
Okay.
On the podcast.
Okay. Wow.
So the thing I was confused about with bears is it's not technically hibernation, but they don't eat, drink, shit, or piss.
Yeah.
For however long they're there. They recycle
I did
the
read
waste
all
and
about
protein
that.
and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Also, they do call the differing colors of black bears color phases.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
I will stand on the fact that is a terrible fucking
Yeah, because when you
Word.
read
Yeah.
about, like,
phase means it changes. but
Right.
it doesn't
Right.
change. So yeah, I have.
so that's like one of those,
Variations
like,
is a better
improper
word.
uses of like words within the
Yeah.
English language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? I'm fucking man enough to admit when I'm wrong. Okay.
I respect
will.
that.
And I was wrong twice.
Everyone
So-
clap
so-
for Smalltown.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, we can hear all that. That was a loud round of applause.
You definitely probably heard it on the mic.
The chief says that the white men are like coyotes, going from place to place and claiming it as his own, but they are like the bear, and this is their only hunting ground, which was a good analogy there.
Mm-hmm.
He tells Bob to leave them in peace. Bob tells John if he doesn't do anything about this, he's going to start calling the newspapers. John's like, whoa, not the newspapers. And he tells Bob to play it cool for now.
I feel like that's also kind of showing like how they're in the wrong.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I would like to look more into that. And like how, like
what, Native American displacement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know it's a bad thing, and it's taken place a lot throughout history. But I think I owe it to be more educated on.
Yeah.
That. I owe it to myself to be more educated on that.
Yeah, I've definitely heard my share of stories.
Oh, I know it's a thing. I just don't think people realize how fucked up and oftentimes violent it can be.
Right.
You know?
I don't think that people don't hear a lot about like small shit like this. Like little settlements get pushed out. You think of like the Trail of Tears. Like being put on the reservation, large groups of natives having to cohabitate together, even though they're separate tribes that are not like they don't.
And then the ones that were forced, and the children that were that were forced to assimilate into society, and like our chief in this movie, Dan George, their names literally changed, and yeah.
And also like the promise that they were like, you load up now and we'll get all your stuff to you. Like, I don't even think I believe that.
No.
I don't even think these characters in this film ever intended on that.
They knew.
Well, John tells Bob to play it cool for now, and he's like, I actually liked one of your ideas, low key. So like, Bob's like, which one of my ideas? What are we talking about? And Bob takes Patch to go find Scratch and Rusty. After 4 days of searching, the Cubs are finally reunited, even though Patch finds it really hard to leave Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, that broke my heart. Bob wakes up the next morning to see Oliver and none other than Chief Atoskane. He says he received a vision and a sign that his land will be given back to them. And then he informs Bob that Commissioner Gaines has bestowed upon him the title of Chief Deputy Ranger. In fact, every man in the tribe has been anointed Chief Deputy Ranger. Funny moment when Bob is like, so nothing has changed then, huh? And the chief's like, nah, son, now we're getting paid.
Yeah.
And they build shit for us. Like, oh, hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
He says when the bears were around, the chief, I mean, when the bears were around, they only had trouble. But now that Bob has set them free, all is right again. That is until Patch tries to come say what's up. After Bob pleads with Patch over and over, impeding him to stay back, he's forced to whack him away with a rope, which sends him fleeing and whining. This really hurt. Like, as Bob says here in a second, like, he said it was the hardest thing he's ever had to do, but it was for the best, as bears belong in the wilderness, and now they'll be protected, you know, being in the national park and everything. But it's still hurt, because you see that relationship.
Yeah, it's also, like, one of the most anticlimactic fucking like button-ups of a story.
Oh yeah, it's just like, hey, by the way, we're Chief Deputy Rangers now. Oh, bye, Bear. Okay, we're done.
Yeah, it was like, oh, so that he just like,
but it was so
and
sad.
I'm gonna try and be a park ranger too. Maybe I'll come back up here.
That was good enough. I don't even think I need to read what I wrote now. That was as good of a wrap up as any. I did like the final line of the film of Larch would have liked that.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like that it all ties together. This is all for Larch, you know. Well, with that being said, let's get into our report cards. A smaller report card this week, as this was not animated nor musical. Did really love the Sweet Surrender song by John Denver. I really hope you check that out. I very much implore you to.
Yeah, it is quite good.
But we'll start with story, and we'll go ladies first. Miss Kaylee, what's your letter grade for story?
So I gave the story a B. This was surprisingly very cute. I wasn't expecting that. The choice for me to use real bears was the right one. As long as they were treated right. I mean, you know, you never really know. But this story also got complicated in terms of like the Native Americans and this displacement for a national park. It's pretty crazy for these people to just be like, no, well, this land's the government now. Get out, leave, when they've literally been there since before.
Yeah, this land is the government now.
And I also highly, highly doubt that it ever went this nicely. We were talking about that a little bit before, but I have heard horror stories of just massacre.
I would bet by the 70s, this was probably way more of a likelihood than them fucking sticking them in the backs with fucking the muzzles of guns. And
if we're basing this off the story too,
I
then
hope
this
so.
may have been even earlier than that.
It could have been.
Yeah. And we saw that this was potentially based off of a true story, but no real like sources to verify that. But hopefully this was a rare instance of mercy. And at the same time, it's good to acknowledge that this happened, even though it was definitely whitewashed. Because, like, what the fuck were the tribes people wearing? There's no way that's what they would be wearing in their actual tribe. You think?
It's 1970.
I mean, yeah. I just
That's
don't
like,
know.
when I think of like a modern like native person, it's fucking denim. Like they're wearing denim fucking button-up shirts.
Denim, I could see, but like,
That's what they're all rocking. They all got denim on.
I don't know.
I also didn't see like their living quarters. There was no like who knows if they even live necessarily right there. Like maybe they live out a ways and the like houses and shit. And then they set up a fucking TP for them. One dude.
I just need to be more educated.
For the one dude. The chief?
The chief, yeah.
The chief looked like the most like authentic to what they would wear, but the skirts and
Did you notice they just like it looked like they cast like the 3 craziest looking old dudes to play the other elders?
The one guy had like no eyes.
I know, he just looked permanently like he had just been woken up for the first time in a week. For what it was and for being a 70s like I guess adventure. I wouldn't really call it a Western, but movie.
Definitely not a Western.
It was a
not out west.
Okay. They depicted them. It was actually pretty north, huh?
It was a Northwestern.
Northwestern.
I love a good Northwestern.
They depicted them well in my terms as a white person myself who isn't as educated as I'd like to be. I really didn't feel, or I didn't expect there to be so much emotion in this movie. That caught me off guard. And the ending was pretty bittersweet, but necessarily and a good example of the hard truth that you just can't own some bears. I was actually hoping the chief would come around and let the bears come visit when they want to, but it's good that they let them be the wild animals that they are, because that's more real.
It is, and like bears are way more cute when they're small.
Yeah. That's so true.
But they get mad.
No, actually, because full-grown bears, I still want to pet them.
Yeah, but like they're, they can be mean and kill you.
Yeah, but like so, cats and dogs are pretty dangerous
with
too.
A fucking bear, I think it'd be so nice. They're like giant dogs.
Yeah.
You're kind of like a giant dog, Smalltown.
You would definitely always have to be careful, but you can be buddies with a bear. Ask the Russians.
Yeah, but Russians aren't built like we are.
True.
They're built different.
Russians are fucking different, bro.
So different.
And they still get killed by bears. Also.
True, but
bears don't discriminate. They'll kill anybody.
Smalltown, what do you give the story?
I mean, being generous, honestly, a C. It just was too, like, started one way, kind of went down another road, and then it kind of tried to button itself up towards the end. It was just like, thought this was a movie about a dude and some bears, and it was like, actually...
Let's get really complicated.
I thought the whole fucking thing was about to be just an hour and 22 minutes of him raising bears.
I did too.
And
because it was only an hour and 22 minutes. I'm like, this would be a short little sweet thing. Like, bears get older, and it's going to be like some cute reunion at the end. He like leaves for a while, comes back, and the bears see him and they're excited. No, and like part of the movie, they just like don't even mention bears. It's like they're in hibernation now, so we're going to get to this other storyline.
Right.
It was fine. I mean, that's like I was saying before we started, like I had such weird feelings of this during this movie because like I love the fucking, first of all, it's beautiful. Like beautiful. And I looked it up. British Columbia is just north of Montana and shit.
Oh,
that's why it looks like it's the same fucking like trees and shit. It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen in my life. Just like that real wilderness shit, but then it just like, first of all, I don't know what it is about like 70s actors, dude. Like they're just not good. Like they're not convincing. They're not convincing at all. Like
we're watching the wrong movies, Smalltown.
And that's fine. But these are my experiences with 70s movies. And like the acting is so like fucking high school play. Like that's how it feels. Like trying to have conviction, but it's clearly scripted instead of it just sounding very like normal coming out of their mouth. Like it feels very blocky when they talk.
Yeah, I get that.
That's a good way to put it for sure.
Like I thought dude at the store, what's his name?
Oliver Redford.
Oliver.
Yeah.
I thought he was great. I thought he did a really good job.
Me too.
Acting. But like fucking John Wayne's kid. Like sometimes
I got some shit to say about
it. It was just like
I agree with you on I will say that.
Tough. Like it's like he's like just an attractive dude. They were like, you could fucking say a couple lines. Like that's how it felt. Like it was like you look like a guy that
he narrates the whole movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Not even just being handsome. It's also he's John Wayne's son.
Yeah.
But and that's not really necessarily story stuff either, I guess. But like, it was okay. I had very weird mixed feelings throughout the whole movie.
Right. I get that.
Yeah.
Smalltown, you ready to be pissed off?
Yeah, about how fucking great you thought this movie was.
I give the story an A-.
Jesus
Christ.
Surprisingly, it was a lot more profound than I would have expected. It explores a lot of interesting themes, especially for the time period, and I think the story does a good job of not painting any side out to be completely in the wrong or even bad. In the context of the story. Outside of Sam and John, who are like the two characters that are depicted as like the outliers in their own sections. This is really a tale of two separate stories that coexist as one. And like Smalltown said, he thought it kind of went all over the place. I thought they thread everything together quite well. There's obviously appeal in a story about a man adopting bear cubs, but they add more meat to the other half of this film with the whole national park battle. While I don't know how faithful the depictions of indigenous people are here, I think they treat those aspects of the story with a lot more care than you normally see in these times, which I can appreciate at the very least. This ends up being a devastating yet fascinating story. Do I think the best ending to this would be to just let the indigenous people be? Absolutely. But I think we got just about the best ending we could have, all things considered.
For sure.
Let's get into characters, Miss Kaylee. I know I'm not going to sway you, Smalltown.
You never do.
I gave the characters a D+ because they were all pretty flat. Bob was good in a sense that you really felt a connection between him and the bears. Like it felt like he actually really loved them and cared about them, and that was good. But the narration, like what they were talking about, and just his interaction with the humans felt very much like an actor acting. The Native Americans in the tribe weren't given really much of anything to work with, except just kind of exist. The chief was decent. And then Oliver, I mean, I think he did pretty good.
For considering the chief Dan George started acting when he was 60, I thought he did pretty decent.
That's valid. And also he wasn't given a whole lot to work with either. No. So I really don't hold it against him. And same with Oliver. And like they were also pretty cold characters, but in a justifiable way, because there was like drama going on and everything, and they were confused by this random white man that just kind of showed up and is hanging around and bringing bears.
That's the more accurate representation than making them be like a big spectacle, like
oh yeah, no, and I'm not even saying that.
No, I know that's not what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like obviously they would be more stoic. That's just reality.
Right. For sure. And then the white guys are just typical assholes. Patch, Scratch, and Rusty did a fantastic job, and they get an A from me. And that's really all we got besides fuck Sam.
Fuck Sam. Smalltown. Characters.
They're gonna
be like, I loved Sam.
They're gonna be they're gonna get a D from me for sure.
Ooh.
Like you said about Bob, you could you could feel that he was a good guy. Like that was like, he was a respectful dude. He was trying to do the right thing. You know, he wasn't trying to step on toes at all with these people, you know, with you people. But yeah, his acting just fucking threw me off. The way he delivered his lines threw me off.
Yes. I would agree.
I liked Oliver a lot. He was cool when it made sense. He was kind of acted like a prick a little bit when it made sense.
Yeah.
He made amends when it made sense. Like,
just a reasonable person.
He was a very reasonable character in this movie. Yeah. And now I understand the apprehension with just a random white guy pulling up to a native land or whatever. But I thought the chief kind of seemed like a dickhead most of the time, honestly. Like there was stoicism to it. He was stoic, but also like
he's an old man. This is rooted deep in what he believes in.
I know, but like, dude, Bob showed up like straight respect. He came in that bitch being very nice to them, and I understand the first time you meet. I understand that.
But also, you don't think the chief has met a white man that's been respectful before?
Probably not a white man that stayed up in those mountains for as long as Bob did.
This is true.
And like brought him a picture of his son. Listen, I am your son's friend. I'm here for him. Like I felt like he did a lot of things that like the happy chief at the end before he saw the bear again.
But this is also just like the old person stuck in their ways kind of thing too.
Yeah, I guess you don't have to be an ass. That's what he felt. He just kind of felt like, I don't know. It was almost like the stoic shit was played too hard a little bit. Like there could have been like, he never really seemed, when he brought the fucking tools, Larch's tools, like he didn't seem like, I don't know. He just still
there wasn't any warmth.
Like,
there was almost like this whole thing of Bob learned from them, but the chief learned almost nothing from Bob.
Yeah.
And like, I don't care how old you are. That shit's not cool. Like you should still be able to like grow and things like that. And which again, this is the 70s, all that shit. So
and we're talking about someone who's never lived in modern civilization before.
Right? But I think, I mean, you still know it. I just thought he was kind of cold the whole time. He just felt very cold. And I thought that Bob gave him reasons to maybe warm up more, you know. But again, I also understand the apprehension.
For sure.
Now, obviously, Sam was a fucking pile of dog shit.
Yeah.
But he was also very hateable.
But so
he did a pretty good job being hateable. He was supposed to be hateable.
True.
Maybe too, like it was kind of like shoehorned hateable a little bit. Like it was kind of forced. Like it was like everything he did was fucking shitty and sucked.
Yeah, but I got a reason for that. I'll talk about him in mine. I think there's a good reason attached to that.
And then the two Parks guys. There's the really old guy.
It's Gaines is the old guy, and then John, I forget his last name, McKetchin or something like that.
The Gaines, for some reason, you've seen Longest Yard?
Yeah.
For some reason, like the Adam Sandler one.
Right.
Okay. I know there's an old one too. I don't know.
Right. No, I haven't seen the original.
For some reason, he reminded me of the warden.
Oh yeah. Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
And then, like the younger
hair
guy,
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it John?
John. Yeah.
I didn't hate him as much. I felt like he was just trying to do his job more than like he's not calling shots.
Right.
He's the guy that's being told.
He was just a lot more ignorant. I feel like Gaines he's been through this before. I feel like this was maybe John's first time. Doing something like this.
Yeah, it didn't feel like any of this was out of hatred. This was literally like, no, I'm just like, this is what they tell me I have to come do, so that's what I'm doing.
Right. He's just uneducated and is doing what he's been told to do, like you said.
Which is a problem in itself, but it's a complicated.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not being like, oh no, he's innocent, you know?
There was no, it didn't feel malintent. Like there was no malintention with it. Is what it felt like to me. And like even, you know,
I felt that even more so from Gaines.
Because you felt malintention?
No, I felt even less, I should say, from Gaines. I felt that even like Gaines did not want any violence. He didn't want anything, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and that's maybe like,
and that could also arguably be like for like you don't want any kind of story to get out from this either.
Yeah.
So that could not totally be from a place of compassion.
Yeah.
True.
Self-preservation.
Right.
True.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, the characters weren't fucking great. The bears did fantastic. Obviously, they're
Yes.
so cute.
Yeah, the bears were awesome. What's his name again? The handler. He was great.
Kenneth. It's like Bibby.
Shout out Kenneth. Yeah, BB or something. Yeah.
BB.
Shout out Kenneth, bro. I give the characters a C, so slightly above what you guys said.
Okay.
I mean, Bob is rather dull and uninteresting as the lead, but he's also more so the storyteller here, if we're being honest.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time it's like on the show where it's like, yeah, he's like a main character, but he's really just like the one unbiased guy here who's stuck or has stuck himself in the middle of all this, kind of telling both halves of the story.
Yeah.
You know? And then also he's got bears. He does have a nice arc, though. I know Smalltown like made a joke about it, but I thought like as simple as it was, like the path he takes from like he's pretty simple-minded and at a crossroads in his life when he comes here, and through the course of the film he finds his purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's something nice about that to me.
Yeah.
I also found, like you guys said, I also found Patrick Wayne to be an unconvincing actor, oftentimes delivering dialogue in very odd and unrealistic ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was one thing he said to the bears towards the beginning in the cabin where it was like, why do you say it like that?
When he was leaning over the food, trying to get them to eat from his finger or whatever.
Yes, that was the scene.
That moment was like, And then the same for when they were coming out of hibernation. And I don't know, it's just the way he talked.
Nepotism! The bears are the real stars here. They provide plenty of laughs and sweet moments. On the opposite end of what Smalltown says, I wrote that Chief of Toscane is a strong and noble character that stays true to his roots in honorable fashion.
I think both can be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Same time.
Right. I like the inclusion of Oliver as the man who's lived outside the tribe before, but still has loyalty to how his people live. So he's like that guy that like, it's not that he can see both sides because he's fully on the side of his tribe, but like he's just far more educated than the rest of his tribe. You know, he probably doesn't believe in as many like what you could call like superstitious beliefs.
Right.
Like he obviously, like we talked about, he's just the more reasonable member of the tribe here.
Mm-hmm.
And Commissioner Gaines, even if he's a bit misguided, seems to have the right intentions, whereas John is a bit more irrational, which creates this nice juxtaposition there as well. It's so funny that you brought that word up earlier because I literally wrote that into my review. I also think the Drunken Sam, or I don't know why I wrote the drunk. Oh yeah, I guess I could have just wrote Drunken Sam. The Drunken Sam.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Drunken
That sounds
Clam
like a
Family
bar.
Guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, period.
It does sound like a bar too, yeah. But because of that, I think he's solid enough. He's a solid enough antagonistic presence. I like the drunkenness being attached to him though, so he's not just like a straight up evil asshole guy. Like it's a lot of it is influenced by his terrible drunk decisions. You know, his very bold and Todd is meowing his ass off. I'm sure you can't even hear it though because the fucking effects I use for this audio on the show are really good.
But if you can,
but it's throwing me off like a motherfucker. But yeah, no, that's where I was like getting at with that is like, a lot of the times it did feel like, whoa, dude, what the fuck? But when you're drunk, you make stupid fucking sudden decisions.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of thought process there. It's just like, I'm doing this.
And that can be a
never set a house on
stereotypical
fire.
depiction of them, but
This is true. This is true. Have you ever gotten beat up by a guy so bad though, and then had the opportunity to with a can of gasoline by you?
No, but I have been beaten up really bad by a guy.
But then you didn't have a can of gasoline in his cabin right by you, though.
No,
so you can't say for
and
sure whether or not you would have.
No,
I got beat up way worse than he did
would.
too.
True. And at least one of them got what was coming to him.
Yeah.
Overall rating time.
Only one. Oh my god.
Kaylee, would you like to kick us off with your overall rating for this film?
Yeah, I would, because I took the easy ones.
No shit. I wonder what you got. I hope you didn't take mine.
I said 2.3 out of 3 cubs.
I knew someone was going to do that.
That's what I'm saying. I took the easy one. Fuck you. I was pleasantly surprised by the fact that I didn't hate this movie. The scenery was fucking gorgeous. The bears were the star of the show. Patrick felt genuine in his love and caring for the bears.
Weird to call him Patrick.
Yeah, why? Oh, because that's his real name. I was like, why did I? Bob, whatever. This movie was a shocking roller coaster of emotions, from the problems feeling small and trivial to huge and heavy, kind of just like that. They told the story well, though, considering, and conveyed the struggles of Native Americans and their wills to keep their land that was theirs way before us white folk in a decently respectful manner. And the acting wasn't the strongest, but that didn't ruin it for me. I think the John Denver song and scenery and, Bob wasn't the best actor, but he was nice to look at. So that and some cute bears. Shit. I didn't hate my life.
A hot guy and the three bears.
That's what they should have called it.
They need to do that.
John Wayne's son and the three bears. Smalltown, what you going with?
I think I'm going to go, this is just a guesstimation, so I'm hoping that they didn't specify this in the movie. I'm going to go with 14 out of 24 miles that dude hiked up into the fucking mountains to find those people.
I don't think they specified.
Okay.
I don't think so either.
You could do that with ease.
Fuck, no, I can't.
Yeah, no.
This movie was weird. Like, I don't know. It was weird for me. It was fine, and then I was like, kind of like, ugh. And then I was fine. I don't know. It was just like boring. Like, I was pretty bored throughout the movie quite a bit. My favorite parts were just like the landscape scenes of them just like walking and shit. It's so pretty. The lake, like, my God, that lake is
with
beautiful.
The mountain in the background.
I mean, we've already gone over all the characters and shit, like, I will say it wasn't as bad as I was expecting the movie to be, but then there was the other part of me that thought it was going to be way more about like animals in general, so there was kind of a disappointment there.
Yeah, sure. That's fair.
It was fine. This isn't like
This isn't like your bottom 5.
No, this isn't Midnight Madness. This isn't The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes. This isn't that bad. Yeah, well,
I guess
it's fine. I would rather watch this than Castaway Cowboy.
Yeah, okay.
For sure.
Well, would you rather watch Hunchback of Notre Dame over this?
No.
Really?
Wow.
You motherfucker.
I really don't like that movie.
We're watching that again, and we're watching it together.
Oh, damn.
Who's weird? Because I'm not.
Oh, yeah, he's just queer.
You're weird. That's one of your nicknames.
I'm here and I'm queer and I'm not watching the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Come on, you wouldn't buy it the chance to watch Esmeralda again?
You want to just put a picture of her on the screen and we can watch it for as long as the movie lasts.
That's so crazy.
You're fucking wrong. I do want to cover that movie again one of these days, and we will. And you're going to hate it. But I'm going to love it. It's a great movie. I give it 6.5 out of 10 swigs of whiskey. I dug this a lot more than I thought I would. It takes a simple premise and expands upon it with a good spin on the indigenous versus white story we've seen 1,000 times. This time it's not about violence really, and it's more so grounded. Bob serving as a middleman / mediator of sorts actually added a lot to this, and mixing the bears into the plot with the tribe's view of them. What's up?
Nothing. Go.
Made sure this all coexisted. There's also a lot of emotional moments that really connect throughout this. Like, I actually was shocked and really sad whenever Patch got shot. And then the ending really wrecked me. Like, I actually got teary-eyed.
Aww.
I didn't like full on cry, but like, damn, that hurt watching dejected Patch get whipped and go back. The cinematography, like, was already touched on by you guys. Stunning. The shots of the wilderness, the sky, and the animals were excellent. There was one specific shot that was on the screen for like 4 seconds of like the sunset. You guys remember this? And it was just like the orange sky.
Yes.
Oh my fucking God. I want that framed in my living room. That was incredible.
We could.
Was it a great film? I don't think so. But was it far more compelling than I could have imagined? Indeed, it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, not up there towards the top of movies I've seen on this show, but I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Now it's time for my favorite segment and our final segment here on the Disness.
Woo.
It is time for Pill of the Week.
I was a little early.
Do we want to do an on 3 or do we want to do individual
On
round
3.
table?
We have like 2 people to decide from.
All right, yeah, we got about 1 in my book.
Yeah.
On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Sammy
Oliver
Ingalls speaking.
Bro.
Yeah, no,
Fuck
clearly it was Oliver.
It was 100% Oliver for all the reasons we've already given.
Yeah.
He was reasonable. He was chill. All his actions made sense and his thought process made sense.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed like an actually caring guy. And smart. He just had everything going for him to be Pimp of the Week.
And he wasn't like an asshole to the Bears.
Right.
And helped save Patch.
Do you guys have anything you want to add?
No, he was dope.
No, yeah. He's like literally the only option.
Yeah, no, I can't even think of any other possible option here.
Mm-hmm.
One of the Bears? Patch?
Patch.
And he helped whenever Patch got shot.
Facts.
Well,
I'm
I
glad you
literally
had that
said
up.
that.
Oh, you did say that?
Yeah, but
It's better when Smalltown says
Clearly.
did you say that on its
He
own?
helped
or did you
save Patch
Okay,
is
yeah.
what I said.
Okay, yes, you're right. Yeah. Facts.
It's too fucking late. But yes. I'm glad we all agree.
Well, Oliver Redfern, congratulations. You are our Pimp of the Week. Isn't that actor that played him dead?
What?
Rest in peace. Isn't the actor that played him dead?
yes.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I'm pretty sure.
There's
Yeah.
only Wayne and
John, I believe.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
That
John.
are still alive. Yeah.
Yep.
Come on the podcast.
Shit.
Be kind of cool. I'm
That
sure
would be so
I'm sure
fun.
Patrick would love to come on after the wonderful praise we gave
Look,
him.
so your acting performance in
Top tier.
the Bears and I was fucking terrible. Talk about that.
Why were you so unconvincing?
Yeah.
Was this just a paycheck for you?
Yeah.
Did you not care about the Bears?
Wow, you're not near as hot as you were in that movie.
We're just grilling this 86-year-old man.
I know. It's all out of love.
He
Come
sounded
on.
really nice on
Patrick,
the
it was just all out of love. We're just joshing, dude.
We told him he was handsome.
He's
very handsome.
very,
He's really
very
good. He could have played
handsome.
Superman. Like, that's how he
That's
looked.
true. That's facts.
Like he looks like
Are you serious?
Smallville.
He was considered for Superman, but he
really?
turned it down because that's
'Cause
when
he's
John
an
was battling
idiot?
cancer.
Okay. My fault.
Oh, yeah. That's real about you.
My fault.
Yeah. Yeah, but he was legitimately considered for the role. That's crazy. That
He
you
looks
said
like the
that.
dude that played in Smallville.
I can see
That's what
that.
he looks like.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy that you said that. And that's a real thing.
Yeah, that's like something that I was contemplating putting in my research, but I was like, it's kind of sad. But then it just came up naturally.
Yeah.
So
And I made an
That's
ass
awesome.
of myself.
well,
As I assumed.
Yeah.
that's
I made an ass of you and me.
almost like
Son of a
like
bitch.
I'm always right.
Shut-
Big
shut
shocker.
up.
Jordan literally has to say I'm right all the time, and it makes me so happy.
You have to say that?
She used to count when we first started dating. She kept a tally of all the times I told her she was right.
Oh, damn. Bro, Malia
As a joke.
sucked. Malia'd have a blank fucking page on her notes.
No, bro. I actually no.
It actually pisses me off how often she ends up being right.
I'm just a pretty smart
I
gal.
want to be right one of these times.
But then Smalltown comes up in here and makes me look stupid.
I'm right quite a bit. And it's not even like me being smart. Like, I'm talking like in my relationship.
Okay.
Mhm.
You know? And it's not even about me being smarter. It's that I just think more rationally. And that typically ends with
That's
the right.
definitely
Like-
genuinely the me in Jordan and I's relationship. Like, I love you, baby, but I'm definitely the more rational thinker of the two
This
of us.
is true. This is true. I'm an emotional.
He's a very, very
Emotional
emotional
creature.
man.
Yeah.
He's an artiste.
And I love that
This is
about
true.
you, too. It just drives me crazy only sometimes.
I hate it.
What are you gonna do about it?
My New Year's resolution: only hang out with less emotional guys.
Oh!
Damn.
So this is
Dude.
Small Town's announcement.
I'm so emotional too. That's the thing. I'm such an emotional guy.
No, the other day we're like I was talking about at the beginning of the show with our move. We're staying in the apartment, and I'm like, actually like starting to cry.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wanted to leave this place.
Because it was
Why am
our
I emotional?
empty ass apartment, and we'd been there for 4 years.
Yeah.
But I told Kaylee,
Well, 1 year in that
you didn't
place,
get to
but-
have a goodbye from your last place because it burned the fuck down.
Yeah,
you know?
I drove
Like,
by where the building
you
was.
went through a lot. You guys grew a lot. You guys, your little cat family grew. Like all that shit. No,
and also what I said too is it's not so much about the space as it is like all the
crazy.
memories that are
It was absolutely the memories.
that's what that shit's about, bro. The house was just fucking wood and
yeah,
screws and shit.
it's all the things that have happened within those
Yeah.
walls, though.
No, I'm like that too. I leave a place and like it's like damn, it's like a chapter.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
chapter's over. It's time to move on.
Right.
And
Now,
4 years
I
is a
fucking
long
about-
time.
There ain't gonna be no sentimental.
No, I'm gonna burn that motherfucker down.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna throw a
You're
party.
gonna pull a Sam.
Yeah. Yes.
Pull a Sam.
Sober.
Yeah.
No, I meant to do this.
No whiskey needed. There's a hat for the Disness.
No whiskey needed.
Yeah,
That's kind of tough.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
All right, look out on the Disness store for that.
It'd be kind of a tough ass shirt too.
Yeah, it would
No
be.
whiskey needed, and then just like, but I'll have some anyway.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, and like
Mm.
small
Yeah.
writing.
Yeah.
That's cool. I kind of like that. All right, keep your eye out, folks.
We gotta do Sky High soon, dude.
We do have
I
to
want
do
to do
Sky
Sky
High.
High.
Yes.
I've been kind of holding off on that one because Dante had expressed heavy interest in wanting to do it.
Okay.
Well,
Dante's back
Dante
from
shouldn't
New
have
York
moved to New
next.
York.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, Dante, you lost out on it because you moved to New York and tried to do something good for yourself.
And are actively
are
doing
doing- yeah.
good things for
No, he
yourself.
is.
Well, that's your fault for bettering your life without us.
Yeah, be on the lookout for Dante Buckner, man. He's been doing some things.
Mm-hmm.
That's our guy. If you can go back and listen to him he was on both High School Musical episodes. And what was the other episode he was on? Let It Shine.
Yep.
We did that as well. Yeah. Well, if Dante doesn't claim it by the next time he comes in town, then we'll definitely put that on the slate.
Free game.
But yeah, folks, we are getting closer and closer to episode 100. I mean, we're like right there, dude.
Yeah,
So-
that's crazy.
I can't believe it. We'll be doing a lot of build up to that. I've got some really fun episodes planned coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So be on the
I'm
lookout for
excited.
that. Make sure to keep staying tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already. We are on YouTube now. If you didn't already know, go check us out on there as well. But that has been the Disness. We will see you guys next time. Until then, I've been Jordan Bass.
I'm Kaylee.
I'll always be small town.
Yeah, damn right. And this will always be
Hell
the
yeah.
Disness. Thank you for joining us, folks. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for your business.